I am here. I will be using a timer for class today, so if you hear a voice talking and my mouth is not moving, that's what it is.
Okay. Ventriloquist, that's your new job.
You know what? Maybe I should pursue that. I seem to be so good at it. We still have another minute, so I'm just gonna let us wait the 60 seconds for me stragglers to kind of fall in. I want to make sure everybody can get the full 5 minutes. Did everybody have a good holiday weekend?
Yeah.
Anybody do anything exciting?
Got together with real people in a real place.
Yeah. Me too, which was kind of a relief. It's been a while. Not too many people there. Still keeping my circle. There were a ton of fireworks down here. I actually happened to be driving back from Northern Virginia right at about the time everyone was doing them. So coming across the bridge tunnel, I was seeing all the fireworks up and down the beach at the same time. Oh, wow. Kind of crazy. Kind of like being at Disney World, right? There were just hundreds going on.
And you didn't have to be in any one place. You got to see it all.
Exactly. And I didn't have to be like right under them when they made really loud. Got to see it all from my car. So it was kind of a cool experience. All right, well, it is 10 o'clock, so we'll get rolling. I want to make sure we have the full time for our class. Again, my name is Haley. If you have any questions during class, feel free to yell at me. I don't mind if you yell at me. You won't offend me, okay? All right, let's get going. Our first round today is going to be a little bit of a warm-up round. We have 5 seconds before we're going to start. 2, so we're going to start with our shoulder rolls. Keep them nice and slow. We're just warming our bodies up. And all of our moves in class today are going to be 30 seconds, and we have 5 moves per set. We'll do them twice. So we're just going to stick to these shoulder rolls back right now. We will reverse them when we come back around. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. We want to focus on our posture today. All right, we have a quick rest for 15 seconds, so this will be your time to dance it out. We don't need the rest so much right now in our first set, but trust me, you're going to want it later as we get into our workout, okay? For our second move, we're going to take it to an overhead reach, so taking those arms up and alternating the side that we are reaching with. I really want you to feel that stretch up your side every time you reach. There's that voice I was talking about. I promise it isn't me being a rest. All right, rest. For our next move, we're going to do a straight arm torso rotation. So we're going to be bringing our arms up straight in front of us. I want you to focus on keeping them at shoulder height. And we're going to alternate which side we open up. Join me when you're ready. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and keep breathing through all of our workouts today. 10 seconds left. Good. You might start to feel those shoulders burn a little bit. We're going to get used to that feeling today. Building up a little bit of strength. All right, rest. You can take those shoulders out if you need to. Next, we're going to a seated cat and cow. So I'm going to place my hands on my knees so that I can stretch my back and open up my shoulder blades and then sit up nice and tall. Join me when you're ready. So we round it out and then sit it up nice and tall. We're really opening the back and the chest with this move. I think this is a great song for us today, as I think we have some rain before that. Maybe not as fun as if it were raining. All right, rest. We're on to our 5th move for our warm-up, and then we're going to repeat them all from the top. We're going to as big or as small as you want this move to be. Tapping those heels out, starting to warm our legs up a little bit. And if you want to find that beat and move it out, that's fine with me too. I always encourage a good dance break in my classes. Number one rule for my classes is to have fun. So if you're not having fun today, you're doing something wrong, okay? I need you to have fun with me. All right, rest. We're taking it from the top, so we're going to go back to those shoulder rolls, bringing our rolls to the front this time since we went to the back for our first set, okay? We have about 5 seconds and then we'll start. I want you to take them slow, really warm those shoulders up. Here we go. Good. Keep breathing. Feel free to smile whenever you feel like it. Exercise those face muscles.
10 seconds left.
Good job. All right, we have 15 seconds and we're taking it back to that overhead reach. So as we go through these the second time, maybe you want to focus on getting a little deeper in each stretch, okay? Sound good? We aim for that. Arms up, let's reach. Feels like a party in here since we all have our arms up in the air. Good. This must be what cacti feel like, right? Feel a little bit like a cactus. All right, release that. We're taking it to our straight arm torso rotation. So again, I really want you to fight to keep those arms in a nice straight line out from the shoulder, okay? We have 5 seconds. You can get a little extra shoulder burn if you're holding it already. Here we go. Good, keep breathing. We can't hold our breath today. Good morning. Looks like you're going to be right up front with me.
Try.
I promise I can fight.
I won't either.
Thank you. I was worried, you know?
I know.
All right, we're taking it to our seated cat and cow next. So setting those hands on the knees again, rounding the back out, really opening those shoulder blades, and then sitting it up nice and tall, opening the chest. Here we go. I'm Haley, by the way. Thank you for joining me. Nice to meet you. Good, we have about 10 more seconds. Good, return to that neutral posture, sit up nice and tall. We're finishing with those heel taps, so again, getting those legs warmed up a little bit today. However fast or slow you want to take these, it's fine by me, okay? Here we go, let's tap it out. You can use those arms if you want. They're optional. Now I feel like we got to beat it, right? Keep breathing.
10 seconds left.
All right. We have a little bit of a longer break in between each set, so you have 30 seconds. If you have your water nearby, you can grab it. Important that we stay hydrated. You still have 15 seconds left before we get started. We're going to start with a little bit more of a lower body focus for our first set. So we might move a little more slowly through some of these to really activate our muscles. We're going to start with a toe raise. So lifting the toes and lowering them. This is really good for our ankle strength. The more we squeeze at the top, the towards that muscle. And you can feel free to alternate these, do whatever feels good for you, whatever is comfortable.
10 seconds left.
Good. 5 more seconds. Stay with it. Good. You can shake those ankles out. We're going to take it to a heel lift next. So same thing, just the opposite. Coming up on those toes as if we're doing a calf raise, okay? You have 5 more seconds before we start. You're always welcome to work through the breaks. Here we go. Lift them up. Make sure you're maintaining that posture the whole time we're working. Squeeze that core, sit up nice and tall. Now, we don't need to look so serious. I can't imagine that you're taking that much of our brain power, right?
You don't know
Don't
what
worry,
you're
I'll
saying.
give you more. I'll give you more to make you think. Good, all right, we're gonna take it to a knee extension next. So we're gonna stay on one side for this, and then when we come back around to the move, we'll do the other side. So we're gonna start with our right leg, extending out and squeezing that quad, and then lowering it back down. And I'm gonna challenge you to not touch that foot to the ground as we go. Good. Try to maintain that posture. If you need to hold onto your chair to do so, that's fine. Keep breathing.
10 seconds left.
Anybody feel that quad every time? Good. I'm definitely feeling it. All right, release. Next, we're going to take it to knee circles. We're going to stay on that same side. So we're lifting it up, doing small circles with that leg. Okay, you're going to activate the hip flexion and the outer thigh as we do this. Here we go. Join me if you haven't already. These are going to build that burn up really quickly. So if you need to take a break, no shame in that. I might need a break. Good. Keep breathing, maintain that posture. I have to remind myself
10
to
seconds left.
Good. We are going to shake this out a little bit with our next move. Don't worry. All right. Set it down. We're going to seated jumping jacks next. So the legs are going to go out and in. The arms are going overhead and in. So up and in. Good. We have 3 seconds and then we'll get started. Here we go. You're all just eager. You want to go right away, and I don't blame you. This feels like such a good release for that hip flexor that we just worked. So maybe we're building that cardio a little bit. You might feel your heart rate come up. That's okay.
10 seconds left.
Good. We all look like stars now, right? No. You're all like, wow, this girl is silly. All right, rest. We're going to go back from the top, starting with our toe raises, okay? Mary, I think something rolled away from you there. Oh. Take it to that toe raise. Now, I will say, I believe this is level 1, so I didn't program any weights today, but all of our moves, you're welcome to grab weights and use them if you would like to, okay? I thought that in level 1 we didn't use any equipment, so that might be my
10
bad.
seconds left.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to grab them for some of our moves that would traditionally have weights for them, okay? All right, rest. We're going to take it to that heel lift next. Nobody brought their ankle lifts, right? I mean, if you've got them, feel free to throw them on. Here we go, lifting those heels up. The good news is, normally when I program a workout, it's always optional to grab weights, so it won't change anything that I have planned for you today, but you are welcome to grab them if you'd like to.
Or retrieve them.
10 seconds left.
Keep breathing. Anybody feeling those calves yet? Yeah. Good, rest. We're taking it to that knee extension on our left side this time. So again, challenging you to keep that foot off the floor, extending and closing. We have 3 seconds left before you have this break. Here we go, lift it up. Good, keep breathing. Make sure you take that posture check every once in a while. Believe me, I've been teleworking at a computer for the last year, so I'm right there like this all the time. I gotta remind myself, sit up nice and tall. Good, keep breathing. All right, set it down. We're going to that knee circle next, so again, keeping the left hand, circling it out. We have 5 more seconds before we have to be in that if you want to dance it out, or you can start. Here we go. I will take that break from you. You guys are stronger than I am. We have less time. Keep breathing. How are we doing? Good? Not too bad? Not a single smile. Nobody wants to smile at me. I know we're so focused on this right here. All right, set it down. Finishing with those seated jumping jacks. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. Get those arms ready to reach overhead. Legs opening up if you need to scoot forward a little bit to facilitate that. Get comfortable. Here we go. Jumping jacks. You can take these at your own pace. Don't feel like you have to stay with me or with the music or with your neighbor. Good. Keep breathing.
10 seconds left.
Good. We're almost there. All right, here's that longer break for you. So grab water. Make sure you're staying hydrated. We're going to get a little bit of full body motion in this next set, so we're going to move it a little bit more. I'm going to scoot forward so I can open my legs wide for a nice straddle. So we're going to start with some spinal rotations to get started. So I'm going to start to the right. For the second set, we'll go to the left, okay? Taking it around and back up. And I just want you to work in your range of motion. I don't want you to have any pain in that low back. Whatever's comfortable for you. You can use those hands on your knees to help you.
10 seconds left.
Good. Keep breathing. All right. Come back to the center. We're going to leave our feet wide because we're going to take it to heel to toe walk. So bringing those feet in and taking them back out wide. This one might take some coordination on the part, right? Here we go. So nice and tall. Join me whenever you're ready. You can just have your hands wherever it's comfortable for you. If you're coordinated enough to do a dance with your hands and your feet, by all means. I don't have that skill.
10 seconds left.
Yeah. See, if I even think about it, I'll mess my feet up. So. All right, rest. Next, we're going to take it to a march or a run, whatever level you're feeling at today. So you can get those arms moving, get those knees up. Or if you want to run it out, you can move them a little faster, okay? Either one. Still bringing that heart rate up a little bit with this set. Here we go. Hopefully we get a good song to run to. And if you have weights, you can feel free to pick them up, use them in those hands as we're doing this. And if you only have one weight, you can use it in one hand for the first set and the other for the second set.
10 seconds left.
Good, keep breathing. All right, rest. We're going to focus on one leg, so I'm going to take it to my right leg. We're going to do a single leg open and close, so still working that hip flexor a little bit. I'm going to lift it up, open, and close, okay? And the slower you go, the harder these are. So take them out whatever pace you'd like to. go. The more you isolate that, the harder it's going to be. Really working that glute and our outer thigh here. So if you feel that burning, that is totally normal. You might feel that in your thigh as well.
10 seconds left.
Feel free to take a break at any time. Tap it down if you want. Good. All right, rest. We're going to finish with jump rope. So both feet coming up at the same time, arms will be moving. We're going to lift and lower. This is going to take some core, okay? If that's uncomfortable for you, you can still keep it at one leg at a time. Join me when you're ready. And you take your jump rope at whatever pace feels good for you.
10 seconds left.
Good. Are you squeezing that core? This move might feel a little awkward, that's okay. All right, rest. We're going back from the top. So opening those legs up. This is a good chance to stretch that hip flexor out from where we did those single leg openers. Taking it again to our spine rotation. This time, going to the left. Okay? Start. Here we go. Good. Keep breathing. Good. Come back to center. We're going to those heel to toe walks. So again, I'm going to scoot forward a little bit, keeping my feet wide to bring those feet in. Join me whenever you're ready. This is great for our ankle mobility. Being very careful not to step on my phone. It's going to happen. I put it in a very precarious spot. Good. Finish strong. Rest. All right. We're taking it to our marches or runs, whichever one feels good for you. Maybe you want to challenge yourself, try to speed it up a little more this round. I want to see nice active arms, whichever option you're taking. Okay? Here we go. Oh, we got a good beat if you want to run it out. I feel like I could run to this song. I see some fast speed up there. I like it.
10 seconds left.
Good. Stay in it. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Good. Rest. All right, we're taking it to our left leg this time for our single leg open and close. So if you slip forward on your chair, it might help a little bit to stack to give you that extra support for these last 2 moves. So lifting that leg up, opening and closing. There we go. And if you have any discomfort in that hip, please feel free to take it down to the floor. Decrease that range of motion. Good. We are halfway there.
10 seconds left.
Keep breathing. And we are over halfway done with this workout today. Can you believe it? It always goes by so fast. All right, set it down. We're going to finish with our jump rope. So in particular, scooting back a little bit might help you on this one to be able to lift those knees a little bit more. That way you're supporting your back. And again, you always have the option to do one at a time if that double is not feeling comfortable. If you take that one at a time, I'm going to challenge you to get that knee a little higher. Try to get it up to your chest. Good. Keep breathing.
10 seconds left.
Hi, welcome in. Please let me know. I can grab an extra chair if you don't like the position of these two, or we can move them around. Go ahead and rest. We have 2 more rounds left This is where, if you have those weights, I want you to grab them if you feel comfortable to do so. We're going to do a little bit of upper body work, okay? You still have 15 seconds, so if you didn't grab your sip of water, you're getting toward your sip of water. Please do so now. All right, we're going to start with those hands out in front of us, and we're going to hold them. Again, working on that posture, so we're still keeping our core tight, over the middle. Good. If you have one weight, you can hold it on both sides for this. Your shoulders are going to start to feel this move. All right, good. I'm going to challenge you to not put those arms down during the break. So flip those hands over. We're touching our shoulders. We're going to open and close our shoulders. Okay? Join me when you're ready. And the goal here is to try to keep those elbows at the same height as your shoulders. Good. If your arms aren't burning yet, they will be by the end of this set.
10 seconds left.
Good. Keep breathing. All right, release those arms. You can shake them out a little bit. If you have two weights, you can hold both, or feel free to do one arm, and then for the second set, we'll switch to the other arm. We're going to take it to bicep curls, so be straight up and down, moving those elbows into our rib cage. If you want, you can add a little tap of this to keep those feet moving. Didn't want to overwhelm our brains though, so that foot tap is totally optional. Sometimes my coordination is not there when I try to do both. Good. Really focus on squeezing that bicep at the top. Good. We are almost there. All right, rest. Next, we have lateral raises. So again, if you just have one weight, feel free to do one side. If you have two weights, you can do both, okay? And if you don't have any weights, you can do both. And join me at the end of that beat. Here we go. And again, if you want to move those feet, you can tap them out for this one. Kind of feel like we're flying away here. Just me. Good. I want you to stop those arms at shoulder height every time. It's all about control.
10 seconds left.
And we gotta protect those shoulders. Good. Rest. Last one before we repeat from the top, and this is by far my least favorite. So if you're like me, I apologize. We're gonna get those arms up for a nice goal post, and we're gonna reach them up overhead and back down for our overhead press. Now, the reason this is my least favorite is because it works the muscles that I need to work the most. So I will feel this one the fastest. So if you're like me, push through it, keep breathing, embrace that burn, right? That means it's working. Good. Exhale as you reach those hands
10
over
seconds
top.
left.
We're almost there. Are we feeling it in the back? I'm feeling it up here. Good. Rest. We are going from the top with that straight arm pulse. This time instead, we're going to rotate our hands with that pulse, okay? Mixing it up a little bit on you. Everybody doing okay? All right. Let's pulse it out. And if you want to challenge, you can do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That little movement might feel really silly, but it's gonna work. Good, keep breathing, maintain that posture.
10 seconds left.
Oh, we're feeling it. That's okay, we're almost there. Good, rest. I won't challenge you to keep those arms up in the break this time. I'll give you this rest. But we are gonna touch those shoulders again, taking it open and close. This is gonna work our chest and our shoulders here. All right, here we go. Lift those elbows up. I want to see a nice and high. Good. You might feel your triceps a little bit, so if the back of that arm is burning, that is normal. I feel them too. I'm right here with you.
10 seconds left.
We got it. Don't quit on me. I know we want to. All right, shake it out, rest. Take it into our bicep curl. So again, if you have one weight, make sure you switch to the other side this time. I want to make sure we're even. We don't have one buff arm and one weak arm. Right? Here we go, bicep curls. Bring them up. And again, if you want to tap it. You can take these at whatever pace you like as long as you maintain that proper form. Good. How we doing? We're almost done. Can y'all believe that?
10 seconds left.
Good. Stay in it. All right. Our lateral raise is coming up next. So again, make sure you switch sides with that weight if you did have it on one side the first time, okay? And again, you're welcome to tap those feet out as we do this at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Here we go. And if you had a weight the first time and now your arms are burnt, feel free to drop it. No shame in putting that weight down, whatever you want. Maybe this is our safety game. Personal favorite song of mine, so if you want to sing along,
10
feel
seconds
free.
left.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind.
I'm not going to sing on the mic, so don't look at me like you're expecting it. All right, rest. Last move of this set, we are going to that overhead press. If this is uncomfortable for you to go overhead, I just want you to rotate it and open and close here. Okay, so if anybody's uncomfortable reaching overhead, take that option. Here we go, up and down. And I'm going to show that option. If you've got those arms up, I want you to keep going. Option is here. This will still work those shoulders, and that way if you're having any impingement overhead, you can avoid that.
10 seconds left.
Good, keep breathing. Good, here's that 30-second break if you need to massage those arms out a little bit, if you need to stretch them. Roll those shoulders out, please do so now. Don't forget to hydrate. Are we starting to feel a little warmer in here than when we first came in? It was a little chilly. Hopefully we're warming up a little bit. We're going to do some active stretching for our last set before we get into an actual down kind of fuller stretches. We're going to start with a hamstring stretch. Hop that heel, reach forward, sit up, and switch. And you might have to scoot forward a little bit on your feet for this. So you can feel that hinge.
10 seconds left.
Good, rest. Next we're going to do some hip openers. So these are not going to be the workout form of hip openers. We're just going to rotate that hip out to the side, bring it in, and switch, okay? So I don't want us to work that hip flexor too much. Here we go, join me. This should help with some of those workouts we did on our hip flexor. And don't worry, we will reverse this when we come back to this, that we're closing that book instead of opening it. Good, keep breathing. Nice, all right, let's take those knees wide. We're gonna go into a hip opener stretch, another hip flexor stretch here. So we're gonna come down, you can have the hands or the elbows on the knees, and we're gonna alternate the side that we were pushing to open. So let's start with that right side. This one we will hold a little bit more. That way we don't hurt our hip flexor. All right, let's switch sides.
10 seconds
through all those stretches. Now we're actually going to stay here in this wide leg position. We're going to switch it back to leaning on that left knee, and for our next move, we're going to reach overhead. So we did a little side stretch when we started. This time we're just going to take it deeper on one side. Here we go, reaching it over. Whatever range of motion is comfortable for you is fine by me. Remember that we started on the right side when we come back around to it. Good. 10
seconds left.
I should have just let her say it for me. All right, release. You can bring those legs back in. Shake them out if you need to. Walk them out if you want. We're going to finish this round before we start from the top with a little bit of a shoulder to ear stretch. So ear to shoulder is maybe more appropriate. Don't lift those shoulders up. So we're going to drop it to the side, hold it here, and then we will switch. It's hard to not keep moving to the side. Go ahead and rotate through the center over to that other side.
10 seconds left.
All right, release. You're going from the top of that hamstring stretch. So again, you might want to slide forward a little bit. That way you can straighten that leg out a little bit more. The straighter that leg is, the more you should be feeling this energy. Okay? Let's go for a more full reach this time, sitting all the way up with those arms. Nice big stretch at the top. Good. All right, you can slide it back a little bit for our hip closers now. We did hip openers the first time. This time we're going to take those feet wide, taking it in instead of out. Okay. When you're ready. And again, just keeping those hands wherever. You can always place them on a chair to help with that posture. Good. Keep breathing. Might feel more difficult than the hip openers. That's totally normal. This is a little bit of an awkward motion. All right, taking those feet wide for our hip flexor stretch. So again, coming down onto those elbows or placing your hands on the knees. We're going to start with the left side this time. Go ahead and stretch it over. All right, let's switch sides. Last 5 seconds right here. All right, we're taking it to our side stretch. This time we're going to lean over onto that right knee. Left arm is going to come up for this one. Good thing I remember which side we did the first time. I'm pretty notorious for forgetting that. Here we go. Good. Keep breathing. Should be feeling this all the way up your oblique. All right, release. Instead of just holding ear to shoulder this time, I want us to rotate through just the lower half of our neck rotation. So right here for the whole 30 seconds. But we're not dropping our heads back. job, y'all. Some of those were challenging with that. Let me give us a better song to sing along to. All right. Sit up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath for our cool down. I'm really proud of you all. Some of those were very challenging. So I'm glad we got through them together. Give me a nice big inhale up. Exhale, hands through heart center. And again, we're really slowing it down. 2 more. And last one. This is your time to really find that mind-body connection. Let's rotate to the right. Sit up nice and tall. You can take your back hand around the back of the chair if that's comfortable for you. This is your time to really thank your body for all the hard work you put in today. Let's switch sides, come back through center, rotate the opposite way. Hamstring stretch the same way we did earlier, just with your leg out in front, you can hinge forward a little bit. Second option is going to be to bring that foot up on top of your knee and get a little deeper into that glute. So whichever option you'd like to take, go ahead and assume that position. And now when you're ready, you can sink in, we're going to hold it here. You should really feel this in that right glute if you have that leg up. And then round it up. Join me when you're ready. These can all be at your own pace. I like to call this one the poor man's massage. It really gets into that low back. You can do it by yourself. We'll take a few more here. Last one. Good. Bring those feet closer. We need to stretch those arms out. Let's take that right arm across our body. And make sure you're either holding below the elbow or above it. And that shoulder is not moving your feet. Switch sides. Overhead and bend it over to the right side. If you want to get deeper into the stretch, you can look towards that left elbow. Release. Other side. Let's take those hands out in front of us. Round that back out. Release. Take those hands behind you. You can hold on to your chair. Open that chest, but make sure you don't let your head drop back. questions, comments, or feedback, I'm happy to hear them. I appreciate you joining me this morning, and if you'd like to stay for Too Bit to Quit, everything that I have planned for that class can be done standing or in a chair, so please feel free to stay. I have options.